Hello everyone. So today I am going to do a Smoky V, which is one of my favorite looks. Yeah. So I already prepped my eyes. I put primer on. So to start off, I'm going to use my Morphe palette. I'm going to go in with a light brown, and I'm just going to go in my crease with it. And then with a clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend it outward. Okay, now that that's blended out, I'm going to go in with a darker brown. I'm going to go in with this brown right here and just outline my crease again. That natural daylight was like making this dark. I'm just gonna take the clean brush again and just kind of just blend out my crease. And then just one more time to define it. When doing makeup, I learned that the best thing to do is to kind of use it to express what you already have. So if you're trying to advance the way you look, the best thing to do is to just go with what your body already has. So when I put it in my crease line, I'm literally just in the crease. Like, I'm not going above to make my crease higher. I'm not trying to make myself look like someone else. I'm just literally trying to make my face like express a little bit better what I already have. Okay, so I've blended that out. You can blend out as much as you want until you feel like it's the way you want it to look. But right now I'm pretty happy with it, so I'm just gonna go with what I did. Okay, so next I am going to take some concealer, and I'm just gonna very, very lightly go over my eyelid to try and make kind of like half a cut crease so that I can not have the shimmery part of my eyelid so dark, because I kind of smeared that in there. You don't have to do this step. I do it because I found a liking to it. When I do this step, I don't put a lot on. I am very gentle with how much I put on my eyelid. I usually use the back of my wrist to wipe off the excess, and then I just kind of like paint it on to make like a nice base. But to each their own. The reason why I do this, even though it's not that necessary during a Smoky V, is because I have such hooded eyes, so it kind of brings it a little bit up more for me, but that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to do it. Only if you want to, you can. Because my eyes crease so much also, if I let them sit for a minute and there's a little bit of like gathering in the creases or excess, I'll take a Q-tip and I'll just kind of like roll it around on it. Like right there kind of thing. I want my makeup to be as light as possible. The last thing I want to do is feel like a cake. So I'm going to go in with my Naked palette, and I'm going to go in with Half Baked. So this gold color right here. I just pat that in there, I never swipe when I do a base of concealer over top of my other shadow, or else it'll just pick up the concealer and move everything around. Now I'm just gonna go back in with the dark brown again that I used to really deepen my crease, and I'm gonna go over the back end of the highlight just to make it blend in better. I know using your fingers is a lot easier sometimes to blend or to do a desired effect. Personally, I'm trying really hard not to pick that up as a habit, because if I do it on other people, I really don't want to just like subconsciously use my fingers. I cannot get over, even though it's a very time-consuming thing, blending is so important when it comes to shadow. That is one of the main things that I have learned. Okay, now I'm going to wipe off my face and then do my foundation. I always do my foundation after eyeshadow just because in case I get fallout, it's a lot easier to just fix it and wipe it away, as opposed to getting it in your foundation and having a whole bunch of smearing, and it's just a nightmare if you've already done your face and then you have to redo your face again. I used to use beauty blenders, but I don't anymore. I found that they were hard to clean, and when I would use them after the last day of using them, they would be so gross, and they just wore away so fast. That's what I thought. Other people might think differently, but I prefer brushes because they're a lot easier to maintain. I like the way they spread the product around and they last longer, and they're a lot easier to clean as well. I'm just gonna quickly clean off my concealer brush and my spatula, and then I'm gonna go in with a peach concealer under my eyes. When using concealers and foundations, for me, I don't like going too heavy. Even, like, I know I said lightly on the eyelid too, but anywhere on my face, I don't like going too heavy. You shouldn't need to pile on a whole bunch of product just to hide some kind of imperfection like a dark circle or like a zit. I find that just a little bit goes a long way, depending on what you're using as well. Also, if you know anything about color theory, the best thing to do is, if you have an imperfection on your face that is a certain color, you put the opposite color of it from the color wheel over it, and that cancels it out and just turns it neutral. For example, my dark circles are like a dark purple, and the opposite color of that would be a peach. I do get a lot of freckles, especially around this time of year. I'm just gonna blend that out with my brush that's meant for peach color correcting. Next, I'm just going to set my face with some powder. You don't want to use too much because powder does dry out your skin. Now that my face is set, I'm just going to contour a bit. So when I do my bronzer, if you feel where your cheekbone is, that's kind of what you want to outline. Sometimes I push it into the hair because I found in school a lot of people were scared to touch other people's hair. And then there was like a weird white line around where they put the contour, so I don't really care about my hair. I just don't want that line. Next I do blush. Next I'm going to do my brows. So I just mixed two different kinds of darker browns. I mix a medium brown and a dark brown. And I just lightly fill them in. Okay, so I don't usually do my eyebrows this thick because I used to cut them down super thin. So I'm just playing around with them right now. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are done, wow, I'm currently growing out my eyebrows to get the arch back, and I'm not used to seeing them this thick, but I'll get used to that, I guess. Anyway, so next I'm going to do eyeliner. Okay, so now that the eyeliner is done, I am going to go in with a medium brown. I'm choosing this one. And to smoke out underneath my eyes, or underneath my waterline. I'm also gonna go over it with a little bit of Off Duty from this palette here, just to kind of take away the redness, because it does look like it has a little bit of a red tone to it. So next I am going to just pop on some falsies and then put on some mascara. Also, don't forget to go over the top of your lashes with eyeliner. Okay, next I am just going to put on some lipstick and then I should be done. Alright, so this is the finished look. Let me know how you like it. Yeah. This is just how I like to do my smoky bees. If you like to do it differently, let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye now.